Hello everyone, my name is Mouse Tutorial and today I'm going to be showing how to set up your development environment. So I must say I want to thank Pahimar for this. He has shown how to set this up and I'm going to use that. So his link will be in the description, go check him out. He is the author of Equivalent Exchange, so you might want to check him out. But for now we will go on. So what we want to do first is download Eclipse. This is free and really easy to use, so go to downloads, the link will be in the description, and choose Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers and select your bit system. So you can just run that and it will be fine. So the next thing we want to do is go to files.minecraftforge.net, and then you want to select the recommended source file. The source is actually for the people who want to make mods, and universal is for the people who want to play with it. So go download that. I'm not gonna download it again, I have already done that. So we also need MCP. You can just go to the website and scroll down until you see the download right here and download that. Now I'm gonna use GitHub to push my files, but you might want to use something else. It's just personal preferences. You could also use SmartGit or whatever, but I'm gonna use GitHub. So this website, and depending on your system you might want to put in Windows or Mac or whatever. So just download that and install it. I'm not gonna show you how to install it, it's pretty easy and I don't think I should show that. So once you have done that, you will have GitHub, Eclipse, 2 files, and you need to create a folder. This is going to be the folder that we are going to work in. So what we want to do in that folder is create a new file called API. And the API is just going to contain the 2 files, so we don't have to download them over and over again. Now we also want a folder called MCP, and you might have guessed it, that's where we're gonna extract this MCP. So click on extract and select the folder that you want it to extract in. Now sorry for my language, it's Dutch, but I'm pretty sure you can understand what I'm doing right now. So we have that, that's awesome. Now we need to create another folder called Eclipse. And this is gonna be the main folder for our Eclipse workspace. The last folder we need to create is source, and this is basically where GitHub is going to get our mod and it's going to push him to the internet. So this is going to be the main directory for your mod. So now we have done that, what we want to do now is install Forge. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the Forge zip file and we're going to go into the MCP folder. Now inside this zip file will be one folder called Forge. Just drag and drop that in. Gonna take a few seconds, and there it is, Forge. Now you want to run the install, and depending on what system you have, you might want to select the right one. So I'm gonna install Forge, and this is gonna take a few minutes before it's done. So I will wait for that, and I'll see you back in a bit. Okay, so now it's done. What we want to do now is we want to create a repository using GitHub. I found that that is the best way to do now. You could also create a new folder, but I'm not sure if that's going to work. So what we want to do is we want to launch GitHub, and we want to add a new repository. So give it a name. I'm going to use top for this tutorial. Don't ask me why, just the random letters. So I want to select my file that we use as a workspace, and then source. So highlight source and select map. So double check if it is right, and yes it is. Select push to GitHub. Don't keep this code private because I don't think you have paid GitHub account, and just click create. Now this is going to create a new repository. So open this repo. And there we go. We got ourselves a new repo. So if we click on source, it will now have a folder. So this folder contains all the information that needs to be pushed to GitHub. So let's open this, and what I want to do first is edit the gitingore, because this is the file that says, okay, you don't have to push this to GitHub. I want to add .gitingore, and now I want to add .gitattributes. I don't want them to be pushed. Okay, so we have got no local changes right now. So what we want to do now inside this TOP folder is create two new folders. We want to make a resource folder, and we want to make a common folder. So now we got that, that's awesome. Now all we can do is we can open Eclipse. And we want to browse to our location, workspace Eclipse. Okay. So now Eclipse is setting up our workspace. Let's wait for that a few seconds, shouldn't take too long. There we go. Eclipse. Now when you first open it, it's gonna have this weird window, but just click it away. I want to drag that a bit down like this, just personal preferences. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to go to window preferences, because we are gonna select some locations on our machine, so that's really easy to find them back. We just have to select one thing and it will automatically find that location. So go window preferences, general, workspace, and linked resources, and we want to add a new linked resource. So the first thing we need to locate is MCP location. So just give it a name so you can see it's the MCP location, and select a folder. So click on folder, go to workspace and select Eclipse. Press OK and OK again. Now we also want to do this for our TOP/source, which is this folder in our workspace, source, TOP common. And we also want to do this for TOP resource, which is going to be the TOP resource folder. So hit OK, and now we can very easily find these locations back. So hit OK, and now we have linked these folders. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is want to go inside the package explorer, and we want to right click, new Java project. So this is Minecraft. This is gonna be the basic Minecraft which we are gonna use. So give it a project name Minecraft and hit next. Make sure you are using Java SE 1.7. Now what we want to do in the next is we want to remove this from build path. So that little CRC, right click it, and remove from build path. Now we want to add some external libraries. So go to the libraries tab, hit add external jars. Now we want to go to our workspace, MCP, jars, bin, and we want to copy the jar files. Hit OK, and now they are added. We also want to go to MCP, lib, and we want to select Argo, ASM, bcprov, debug, debug. We want to add Guava, not the source but the normal Guava, and that's it. So add those as well. So now we got our 8 jar files. Now we want to go to order and export, and we want to say, okay, every time you export something, also export these jars. So select them all and hit finish. So if you open it up now, you can see 2 libraries and 1 folder that we need to delete. Okay, so we are gonna add some folders now. So right click on Minecraft, new folder, advanced, linked to alternative location. So this is why we set up those linked resources, and hit variables. Now what we want to do is we want to get the MCP location and add /lib. So MCP location /lib. Now hit finish, and it should contain all the jar files that we had before. We want to right click on lib, properties, resources, resources filters. We want to add a filter, and we want to include files, and we want to type star.jar. This makes sure that we don't have the ASM and the bvprof. So hit OK, and now we only should have these. Now what we want to do as well is right click on Minecraft, new folder. We want to go advanced, link to alternate location, MCP location, /jars. Hit finish. Now we also have a lot of these of this in here. So we want to right click on jars, properties, resource filters, add, only include files and folders, bin. Now we click on native, properties, resource filters, add, only include files, star.jar. Oh, sorry, we need to click on bin. Sorry for that. So go to natives, properties, remove that. So resource filters remove. Now we want to right click on bin, properties, add, only include files and folders, star.jar. Now we want to right click on natives and we want to say properties, add resource filters, exclude all files, star. Okay, so now we only have the jar files, which is awesome because we only need those. Now what we want to do is we want to give the native location. So right click on Minecraft, build path, configure build path. Now we need to go to libraries again, and we want to give the native location of LWGL and LWG underscore util. So those two we need to give a native library. So double click on the native library, select workspace, Minecraft, jars, bin, natives. Now select that, copy and paste it in the other native. So only LW underscore util and LW. Now hit OK again. So now we have done that. We want to add another new folder. And we want to advanced, link to alternate location, variables, MCP location, bin, /crc/Minecraft. So what we are going to do now is we're going to include the Minecraft. Let me show that real quick. MCP crc Minecraft. We're going to include Minecraft. So hit finish. Now we want to make this a source folder. So right click on the project Minecraft, new source folder, folder name, browse, and select Minecraft. OK. Finish. So now that should have all kind of packages in it. So now we can see that our workspace is being built, and now we should get a ton of warnings. No errors, but warnings. Okay, so as we can see right now, we got 100 warnings. We can easily get rid of that. Right click on the source folder Minecraft, properties, Java compiler, ignore optional compile problems. Hit OK. So now it's going to build again, and we should get rid of all the errors. Let's wait for that few seconds and it should be done. As you can see, no errors, which is awesome. Now what we want to do is create a new Java project, and this is going to be our mod, so I want to call it TOP. Once again, that's the name of my tutorial, my tutorial folder and stuff. So hit next, and what we want to do is we want to add a project. We want to add the Minecraft project. So what this is going to do is going to include everything which is in a Minecraft project. Okay, now we want to remove the source folder as well. So that's done. Hit finish. Should work. Now remove that annoying source folder again. And what we want to do now is create 2 new folders in here. Folders. We need to create new folders. We want to call this resources, advanced, link to alternate location, variables, and we want to direct it to TOP resources. Hit finish. Now we also want to create another new folder, and this is going to be TOP_common. This is going to link to the source location. So hit finish again. That's great. Now we need to make these source folders. So right click on TOP, new, source folder, browse, and select resources, and do the same for common. Right click TOP, new, source folder, browse, TOP common, finish. So now we have set up our Eclipse, which is great. So the next thing we want to go to arguments, and in program arguments you can put your name, so you can actually log into Minecraft. I'm just gonna put mouse tutorials really quick. You can put in your VM arguments, but what we also want to do is change the working directory. This is gonna make sure that you don't have all the files that Minecraft needs when it starts up in your default location. But we want to copy the code above, so $, curly braces, workspace, _lock, Minecraft, /jars. So don't forget that, we want to add /jars. So that's done, and we don't need to do anything of these, so just hit apply. So now you've got that new run configuration. Now we do want to add another one. So hit again Java application, and we want to call this modded or anything like that. So that's going to be our modded Minecraft. We are going to select the Minecraft again, and we're going to select start. Arguments is going to be the same, mouse tutorial. Select that other workspace again, so $ and so on. Lock Minecraft /jars. And what we want to do now is we want to go to class path. And what we're going to do in class path is we want a new user entry. So highlight that and click add project. So we want to add the TOP project. Now we do need to uncheck these because it's gonna get all it is pardon me, it's gonna get all its dependencies, and we don't want them. We already taken care of that. Select that and hit apply. And what you might want to do is select run in your modded and select run in your vanilla, so that it shows up in here. Okay, so now we got our run configurations. Let's just run it once and see if Minecraft actually starts. I'm pretty sure it will. If we give it the time to start up. In the meantime, I can show you something else. Now we have our source location, and we now have these two folders, pardon me. But what happens when I create a new text document, lol or whatever, and it saves something in here. Now we want to make sure that it gets to our repo. As I did before, I created a new repo, so if I go here, I can go to that repo and it's empty right now. So what we want to do is we want to push this text document to our repo. How do we do that? We start up GitHub. I have already done that, I see. And we want to say, and we want to add a commit. So it's going to be tutorial 1. Extended description, first text file, and we want to commit. Now that's done, we want to publish. So this is going to make sure it's going to get on our GitHub. Now I noticed a configuration mistake here. Okay, for some reason when I relaunch it, it does work. So if it doesn't work, just relaunch it, it might work again. So, as you can see, I now can play normal Minecraft if I want to. Now, earlier we pushed something to GitHub, and if I go to my GitHub now, I can see when I open my repo up that that file is actually on GitHub, the text file. So that's how you can browse, how you can push it to GitHub. I will show how to delete it again. I have already deleted it right here, and my GitHub automatically detected it. When you reopen your repository, it will automatically detect that. So I'm going to commit it again, tutorial 1 deleted text file. Again, commit, and you now have to press sync instead of push or create. So just press sync, and when we wait for that a few seconds, it should automatically appear on our GitHub. Waiting a few seconds. Oh, I think it didn't sync too well. But if you do this right, like that, you can reload it and there is no file anymore. So that's how you push to GitHub. Now this was actually what I wanted to show you guys. One last thing that I forgot to mention is we want a file in this folder. So inside the source folder you want to get these. One last thing I need to mention is that we want one more thing. If we open up our source and go to TOP, we also need 2 more files here, which are copying and copying.lesser. You might also want copying and copying.lesser. These are licenses. You can always look them up on the internet. Please read them before you copy them. It's pretty easy to find them to download. Read them, it will say what license you are putting in. So let me first push that really quick, and then it's the end of the tutorial. Tutorial 1, license, license. Okay, commit, sync, and it should now appear on our GitHub. So this was tutorial 1. In the next tutorial we are gonna make the basic mod file. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you next time.